Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Full disclosure, today's subject is lockboxes. I recorded this video already. I was going to post the video and then I realized that the video that I had shot previously was incredibly boring. So I'm gonna reshoot it, but I need you to bear with me because I am trying out a new location. I've got a very mischievous cat in the background and I haven't filmed like this in a while, so I haven't quite figured out where I'm supposed to be looking at in terms of the camera. So this is not going to be a very high quality video, but it will be very informative. So let's get right into it. So in case you are not sure whose YouTube page you're on, my name is Lisa Julian. I'm a New Orleans-based real estate agent. I am a top producer, and I am here to guide you through New Orleans real estate. So, as I said, today's subject is going to be about lockboxes. Unfortunately, I do not have any visual aids with me right now, but I don't think I really need them. There are two types of lockboxes that realtors generally use. One of them is a contractor's lockbox. You can pick those up at Home Depot or Lowe's. Any hardware store should carry them. They cost about $20 to $30. Maybe a little bit more if you want to get fancy. I don't think you need to. The second type of lockbox that we generally use is called a Supra Lock Box, S-U-P-R-A. The benefit of that lockbox is that if you are not a member of the local board, if you're not a realtor, then you cannot have access to that lockbox. It means you can't open that lockbox and you certainly can't buy any. The benefits to the Supra Lock Box are that they add an extra level of security. They are digital lock boxes. They are opened through an app on our cell phones, and they track who opens a lockbox and they track who closes a lockbox. It also adds an additional layer of security for agents because they can track us essentially. If I go missing, they can pull up, open up my app from the back end and say, well, we know she was at 123 Street at 3 o'clock. There are some benefits though of a contractor's lockbox. One, they are inexpensive. So they are great for newer agents starting out or if you're on a budget. Two, they are, as far as I can tell, they're indestructible. I've never seen one that has managed to be pried open. They are very secure. I've seen plenty of lock boxes that literally look like someone has set them on fire and they have still kept the keys in the box. I've actually forgotten codes on those lock boxes before and not been able to get them open. It can be actually very frustrating. They can be opened by anyone. So let's say you have a listing that you need another party to have access to the keys besides you, then a contractor's lockbox can be beneficial. We basically decide which lockbox to use based on the comfort level of the seller and the location of the property and what kind of property it is. Now you may be wondering why I said what type of property or what kind of property. That's what I really said. The significance of the property type is that if you have a listing that, if you have a listing that has contractors, if you have a listing that was recently renovated, it's still under renovation, where you have to have multiple people coming and going from the property, then a listing like that may be beneficial to have a contractor's lockbox on it. It's not uncommon for myself to change out my lock boxes. I actually use both of them. On any number of my listings at any given time, I may have it show my appointment, which means I have the keys. I may have it on a Supra Lock Box. I may also have it on a contractor's lockbox. Occupied properties are almost always, for me, in my opinion, this is how I run my business. I'm not saying that this is a requirement, but for me, occupied properties, I almost always have on a Supra Lock Box. The reason for that is because there's a special code that you can attach to those lock boxes. That means that regardless of whether or not you belong to the local real estate board, if you do not get the code from the listing agent, you can't open that lockbox. That prevents a house that may, in the photos, look vacant but actually isn't vacant. It prevents an unexpected homeowner to be eating dinner and have a real estate agent walk in the house. That has happened before, so I use this lockbox for that reason, to avoid that. But sometimes I utilize contractors' lockboxes as well. For example, if I have a property that is under contract and I need contractors or handymen or whomever to be able to access the property in order to make the repairs that the buyer has requested, then I may switch out that lockbox for a brief period of time to the contractor's lockbox. There are other properties that I'll use a contractor's lockbox on. Pricing never has anything to do with it. It's usually something specific about the property that makes me decide to put that lockbox out. Sometimes I just know it's going to be a temporary thing, so I'll just put it there when I'm going through the pre-listing work so that I can easily access it without having to key the lockbox to this particular location, because the Supra Lock Boxes, they register to the listings for obvious reasons, because they're tracking us. I'm gonna delete that. Anywho, guys, that's all I have to say about lockboxes at the time. I know it's not the most interesting of topics, but it is relevant, and it is something that you do need to think about if you are thinking of selling your house. And it's something that you also need to think about if you are thinking about buying a house. You know, if a lockbox is in place, it doesn't mean that you can just go in whenever you want. You still need an appointment. You still need the seller's permission to enter the premises. So I guess in general, lockboxes help us all. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, give me your thoughts and opinions. You can follow me on Instagram at Nola Jewel, that's NOLAJUEL, or you can text me, email me, call me, whatever. You can register for my website. The link will be in the description. That's it. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.